from Diocese, a fellow parishioner of St. Mary's, Dandenong, and I warmly welcome you to the third of the 4 interviews with the leaders of our parish, Kathy Gottliebson, Father Emmanuel Di, Reverend George Piech, and Father Brendan Lay. My guest today is Reverend George Piech, chaplain and deacon, better known as Deacon George. As most of you would know, Deacon George is from South Sudan and has been with St. Mary's for the last 8 years. He and his wife of 31 years have 6 children and are the proud grandparents of a 3-year-old girl. Welcome, Deacon George. What a marvelous accomplishment. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
First things first, did I pronounce your last name correctly?
Yes, it's actually Piech, but the way it's written is Piech.
Oh, so it is Piech.
It's Piech.
Thank you. I shall remember that.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. So, as with the previous interviews, I have 20 questions for Deacon George. If you are ready, we can get started. If you are unable to answer a question at any point, we'll move ahead and come back to it. That suits you?
That's fine.
Thank you. So, without further ado, let's get started. Question 1. What is the best thing about your role as deacon?
I give thanks to God because, I'm very fortunate enough to be a deacon in this archdiocese, and I've been given full responsibility as a parish deacon, working alongside his parish priest, helping him in, giving pastoral care to the parish community. And in this role, I'm able to, to give the sacrament of baptism, baptize, and help him also in doing funerals, in preaching some masses. I'm also, coordinating the RCA, the parish, and also one of the sacraments that the deacons give is also the sacrament of marriage. And so this role I've been in this role now. I'm fortunate enough to work with 2 wonderful parish priests. First, Father Deacon O'Brien, our former parish priest, and now working alongside with our current parish priest. The second role is also being appointed as a chaplain to my community, the South Sudanese Catholic community in the archdiocese. It's a huge role, but I give thanks to God giving back to the community where you come from, where you know their culture, where you know their history, and also their migration journey. It is a wonderful thing, even though I'm covering the whole archdiocese, working in different parishes. We have community here, in the southeast, in St. Anthony's, we have masses, and here also in St. Mary's. Now we're using St. Mary's because of this lockdown. We have community also in Holy Eucharist Parish in St. Albans South. We have another community also in Werribee, St. Andrew's Parish. And so this is a wonderful role.
So it's a nice widespread role. Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your proudest accomplishment?
I think I give thanks to God. One of the things that I accomplished well is, moving my family from war zone. My migration journey with my family. God opening all our ways to come to this lovely country. And I think this is the best thing that I give thanks to God for it. I'm proud of doing this, otherwise my children, they could have been, now living the same way that I was, brought out. I born during the war, grew up in war. I joined the military. So this is, I said, this is not the way I want to raise up my children. Leaving the country, coming through Egypt, then from there to here, and give thanks to God now that this is the great thing that I have,
Greatest accomplishment.
Yes.
What a journey.
Yeah.
What a journey. Who is your favorite apostle and why?
St. Peter.
Of course.
St. Peter, and like St. Peter, we always, I acknowledge my weakness sometimes, and my failures sometimes. But the greatest thing is that Peter never stopped just asking and moving forward. So, and I think this is the greatest thing that, one of the challenges that sometimes like, why? Because like St. Peter, I sometimes doubt when I feel, great danger in my life, when I see that I'm praying and answer is not there. Yeah, it's like
It's not even with his imperfections, behind Christ, and Christ who chose him
yes.
to be the rock on which he built his church.
Yes.
That's wonderful. Yeah. If you were to liken yourself to an apostle, which one would it be?
I think similar.
To Peter.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. My second one would be St. Thomas.
The doubting Thomas.
Yeah.
We all go through those moments.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite prophet?
My wonderful and favorite prophet is, Jeremiah. And
why is that?
I just want to take you to what I relate myself to Jeremiah. First of all, when if you read Jeremiah 29, if you read Jeremiah 29 verses just from 11 to 14, it says this: "For surely I know the plan that I have for you, says the Lord. Plan for your welfare and not to harm, to give you a future with hope. Then when you call upon me and come and pray to me, I will hear you. When you search for me, you will find me. If you seek me with all your heart, I will let you find me, says the Lord. And I will restore your portion, gather you from all the nations and all the places where I have driven you, says the Lord. And I will bring you back to the place which I send you into exile."
That relates perfectly to you.
I think this is wonderful.
Yes.
As I mentioned at the beginning, that my migration journey was too many storms, and even my life. I was born with my twin sister, so she's here now in Australia. She's in Alice Spring. I was born in our village, and she was born in the town. That history gave me
So how far apart were you both?
We were lucky. We were born the same day.
Yes.
Lucky that it happened during the dry season in our village. And I was born, my sister had difficulty, coming out, and then they put me and my mother in the car, and then, to the bigger towns where she was
so
born.
You're the older of the twins?
Yes, I'm older of the twins. And I think this is part of it. It happened during the wet season. It's no cars movement. Would have survived, my mother would have died, and my sister. This is things, and also this journey of war in South Sudan. I was born during the war. No birth record. Me and my sister, we were born. There's no birth record. But this history of suffering and destructions and life where you can see there is no future, but I sometimes relate myself with this. I have to leave my hometown. Then when was my sister to save a town? Then with her husband, things didn't work out. They separated. Then there's no way. My father died when I was just 14. The only thing is just to join the military. So I joined the military at the age of 16. Start burying dead bodies when I was just young, separated from my mother. There is no contact. My sister went back to our village. No contact, nothing at all. Then went to many fights. Too many of my friends were killed during this war. I was even shot on my leg one day. So all these things, you see that where is the future of this? But I sometimes relate myself with this, that yes, this is what God says.
Go ahead and pray.
Yes,
Which gospel appeals to you most? Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John?
Gospel of John, especially, the last moment of Jesus, starting maybe from 15, 16, and 17, where Jesus said, yes, I am now going, we will suffer, we will go through all these people. And also, one of the great things is also talks about the unity. Yes, I and my Father were united. I want to leave you with good things that we united. And, to be honest, I'm a victim of unity always, all my life. Wherever I live, I want people to be united. I want people to live in peace and harmony. And, it cost me, sometimes great bad things because of this unity. But I want people to live.
Because you have seen what disunity does to people, to communities, to families.
Yes, to families. And I think this is what I always wanted. Yes, Jesus talked about. Whenever I go through all these difficulties, I always go back to these verses. Yes.
Peace I give you.
Peace I give you. Yes, and also the promise of the Holy Spirit that He will be with you. So, this is the greatest gospel for me.
That's very moving.
Yeah.
How often do you recite the rosary?
Once every day. And this is it's a wonderful way of praying. Also, giving thanks to God.
And it is a great weapon.
Yes.
As Catholics, we believe in
the
power of the rosary.
Yes.
Which mysteries of the rosary speak the strongest to you?
The sorrowful mysteries. It relates a lot into my life. Whenever I pray the sorrowful mystery, I find that yes, Jesus went through all these things. And it gave me great joy when
it's comforting, isn't it? Knowing that the Lord will do something.
Yeah.
Or far worse.
Yeah.
What is the most joyous event you have celebrated in your life?
I think it would be the ordination. Celebration. It was a wonderful, and it is, you can find that I experienced that God is there, and it would never happen without the support and the encouragement of the people that welcome me here. Because I came here with nothing. Yes, my wife, my 3 children, without suitcases, nothing, no English, nothing at all. And I think this is what that just want to relate to what Pope Francis said last week when celebrating 106 Minor Offering this Sunday. So the theme for this year is like Jesus Christ forced to flee.
Yes.
that was the theme for this year. But it talks about, points: welcoming, protection, and it also talks about promoting and integrating the migrant community.
That's so important.
Welcoming, protecting the migrant community, also promoting and integrating. So when I came here, it was a priest from San Andres, Father Tony Feet, who is a great friend of mine. Without them, I would never be who I am today. And the parish community of San Andres, who welcomed me with my family, Tony journeyed with me through all these things. He promoted me, and he said, yes, you are catechist. I was catechist back home. And he gave me all these opportunities, challenging us, and also connecting me with there was this, and when I have to learn English, went to English course, and then when I was accepted, he recommended me for the Deacon, and he journeyed with me from the beginning up in this one. And then when he vested me on the ordination day, that was the greatest moment. That this is the man who journeyed with me from down up to this moment.
Well done. Well done. As a father, what is your greatest advice to your children?
The greatest advice to my children is that I am poor, nothing that I will leave you than education. This is the thing that I will inherit. That yes, I brought you into this country. What I want to leave you is to have a successful life. Use all these opportunities that it was my plan that yes, I don't want you to live the way I live. So just use this opportunity. Everything is here. We give thanks to God. Our first daughter, she's now graduated nurse and finished. Came here without nothing. She came here with nothing. She had to go to English course. The English language school for 1 year, and they sent her to secondary school. Then she went through it. Now she's graduated nurse, and this is the greatest thing for me.
Such a wonderful example.
Wonderful. Very, very good.
Absolutely. Okay, so we're getting a little bit personal now. Who is the stricter parent, you or your wife?
I think it's me. Yeah, I'm very strict. Very, very strict.
So is your wife the softer one? She's more soft.
As a mother, she's not like a father. The mother, the heart of the mothers is always different. And, I'm very, very strict. Yes. I was brought up, I was the first son after 4 girls. So then I have to protect my sisters and all these things. Yeah.
Well, you had high faith, so it's all good. Who knows you best, your wife or mother?
Nothing like mother, but I didn't spend more time with my mother.
That's right.
Yes,
You said she died when you were 14.
No, she died in 2000. My father died when I was 14.
Your dad.
Yeah, but my mother died in 2009. But she loved me because I'm the first son.
Did she come out here as well?
No.
So she always remained.
Yeah, she always remained. Nothing like a mother, but my wife maybe knows me more now. Because 31 years of marriage.
Of course. That's a lifetime, yes?
That is a lifetime. She knows me more than my mom. So, I didn't spend. When I was 14, I separated with my mother, and I came back later after 7 years. We lived together 1 year. I had to go back to work. Came back again. Live about 5 years. I have to leave the country. So it's not a separation. Yes.
Were you supposed to go back to your mother's?
I went. No. I went I went 2007, came in 2004, went 2007. She was not well. She said, you cannot send the sister. I went to see the sister. So I came here, sent back my sister. Then within 1 week she died. Yeah.
So you did
Yeah.
what you had to do.
What she wanted me to do.
Fulfilled.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Do you have a sibling or a close relative who is taller than you?
Yeah, I have a stepbrother who is taller than me. A stepbrother.
So just for our parishioners, how tall are you?
198 centimeters.
And that's
About 6'6".
okay,
Yeah,
6'6".
about 6'6".
Okay.
Yes.
So your stepbrother, how tall
I
is
think
he?
you would be tall. Would be 6'7".
Wow,
Yes.
that is tall.
He's very, very tall. Or maybe 7 foot.
So you have to actually look up to him.
Yes, and also my stepsister. But she's not taller than me, but
She's very tall.
she's very tall too.
So who have you taken after your dad or?
Yes, my father. My
Your
father,
father's
yeah,
tall.
yeah, my father is tall.
Have you experienced great sorrow in your life?
I think I mentioned a lot of them.
That's what it's-
I mentioned a lot of them. The greatest sorrow for me when we left the country, we left misfortune. Our third daughter, we came to Egypt, and I think I shared this many times in my homilies. This is one of the persecution that I experienced. So when we arrived in 2002, they discovered that one of my daughters had a heart problem. She was 3 years old. And then the United Nations, because when you come to Egypt, you have to register to the United Nations as a refugee. And then there is no refugee camp, you have to work and you have to rent a house. So when they discovered that, the United Nations said, okay, the best thing to do is to speed up your resettlement process. So that if your application is accepted, you can be resettled in a country where there is a good hospital. They can rescue your daughter. So we went, and you have to write why you left the country. So it was, I mentioned that there is Christian persecution. I was a catechist, a letter from my bishop, all my documents, that I was a catechist and all this. So that was the reason. So unfortunately, the person that was appointed to assess our application, he was a Muslim, Egyptian Muslim. And he found out that I talked against the religion. That he has been forced to leave the country because of Muslim persecution.
The Catholics or the Christians.
So then she went through and she rejected our application. So then there's no way. The United Nations said your application has been rejected. Now there's no way except to do the operation for your daughter. And then we went to operation. Only 3 years. That was the greatest sorrow, accompanying my daughter into the theater, operation theater, accepting that she would come back. That was the last moment to say goodbye. That was the greatest sorrow for me. But it also related to our Christianity. That yes, this is because of my Christian identity that I went through this. And I related back to what Jeremiah said before. That yes, even though all this is wrong, I have a plan for you.
You have never rejected your faith.
During that time also our application was rejected by the Australian Embassy. So two things, now losing daughter, being rejected by the United Nations, rejected by the Australian Embassy. What is next? Just to go back to what Jeremiah said. Yes, I have another plan.
There is a plan.
Yes, that was the greatest sorrow.
There's much I want to say, but I can't think of the right words right now.
Yeah,
It's very moving.
yes.
Have you experienced great fear in your life? I'm sure not this time
Yeah, so I think my life is full of
Your
things,
past,
you know.
past
Yes,
responses.
you know, the war, never know whether it's going to be the next day. When we move from, you know, because I was military, moved, you know, from place to place, we experienced attacks along the way, lose,
And
you know,
there's
some friends.
it's uncertainty. You really
Yeah.
don't know
Yeah, you don't know.
what's going to happen the next minute.
No, you don't.
How long was your journey from Sudan to Egypt?
No, it was, so it was one, yeah, it was a one night journey. There's a boat, you come to the border, there's a boat, and you know, with the boat journey the whole night, and then in the morning you arrive at the, you know, border of the port, you know, one of the ports called Aswan, you know, the salt of Egypt. Then you travel again, you know, to Cairo. It's about 2 days journey. Yeah, 2 days journey. But we stay in Cairo. We stay in Egypt for 2 years and 3 months.
So I think Mary and Joseph had to flee to
Yes.
Egypt with refugees.
Similar like that.
It's about a 2-day journey for them.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
Look at the similarities.
Yeah.
Do you help with the chores around the house?
I'm not good in cooking. In my culture, the man
The
doesn't
man
cook.
doesn't cook.
But I can wash dishes.
But you're living in Australia now, so have you changed your mindset?
Nothing,
slightly?
nothing,
Not really.
nothing at all. My wife, she's a very, you know, I think she's still keeping the culture.
And she's in charge of it.
Yes,
of the
yes.
kitchen.
I asked her many times to teach me how to cook. We said, it will take a long time. We just continue with the
And
way.
a lot of wives are like that. I'm like that. I don't have anybody walking around my kitchen. I want
Yeah.
full control of my
Yeah,
kitchen.
she's very good.
I can
Very good.
totally relate to that. Which would you rather do? Wash dishes, mow the lawn, clean the bathroom, or vacuum the house?
I'm good at washing dishes. Very good at washing dishes. And also, you know, I look after our garden. Yes.
So you like that?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. And also vacuum the room. I used to vacuum a lot, especially my only day off is Monday. So when I drop children
That's good.
at the school, my wife is at work, I always vacuum the house.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
You are doing your bit.
I'm proud of that.
What kitchen appliance do you use every day?
Teapot, you know,
The kettle?
the kettle.
Okay.
Yes, so I think
Lots of coffee, lots of tea?
lot of tea.
Lot of tea.
Lot of tea. Yeah.
Okay. In the evening, would you rather play a game with the family, visit a relative, watch a movie, or read?
I don't like movies because sometimes, you know, it's not that I'm not. I like some, but sport. Just watching sport.
What's your favorite sport?
In soccer,
Of course.
yeah, basketball and now footy.
Okay, so you've taken a liking for footy.
Yes.
To footy, yeah.
Yes. I was introduced to footy by my young dog, a footy player, the North footy player.
That's right. Yes, I did hear that somewhere.
Yes. So my young dog, his father, we went to primary school together, and we become friends for nearly 40 years. And he's becoming a deacon actually very soon.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yes.
We did see him on Zoom, didn't we?
Yeah. Yes. So in this way, this is the only time that the first time to go to the 40 field, it was him who invited me. Come and come. We go to the 40 and we went to the whole corner of Majak. So now I watch a lot of footy.
Yeah, there's something about the atmosphere when you're actually at a footy game, isn't it?
Yes.
And that sort of grabs you.
Yes.
I'm yet to be to a footy game.
Okay.
I've been here 28 years, but never been to a footy game.
Okay.
Okay, so we are down to the last question. Do you have a special family tradition you'd like to pass on to future generations?
Respect. Respect is one of great tradition. Respect not just only your parents, but any elder. This is the way I was brought up. In our culture, if you see a child doing something wrong, it is your responsibility, because you are not just the child of the parent, you are the child of the village. You belong to the village community. So this is the thing that I want to pass on to my children. Yes, respect. Respect.
It's beautiful.
And I think this way you will be able to live with your wife, you will be able to live with your husband. If respect is there. If no respect, life will be so difficult.
I totally understand.
Yeah.
And I struggled when we first came out here because back where I come from, in Sri Lanka, we would never call anybody by their first name, especially those who are older to us.
Yeah.
It would always be
the son,
Mr. So-and-so, Mrs. So-and-so, never by their first name.
Yes.
So it was something very new to me when I started to notice that we address each other by your first name.
This is the respect, for us, like my wife now, my family, they don't call my wife by her name, they call her by her father's name.
So that's a cultural thing.
The
daughter of so and so.
Yes, and also similarly, my in-laws will not call me by my name, they will call me by my first child, the father of the first child. This is another thing, and also one thing which I find difficult here sometimes. In our culture, when you talk to an about person, you don't look at high, look down, like this.
That's the respect, yes.
This is the respect. And here, when I talk to my children, sometimes put your eyes down.
But they're taught differently in school.
Yes. Different way.
That's exactly right. But that's all right. You passed on that message, and that's what we hope to see. That's beautiful. Thank you. So that concludes our interview today. Thank you so much for your time, Deacon George.
Thank you.
Until next time, parishioners, stay safe and God bless you.
And also thank you to Fabio. It's been wonderful work here for our parish.
I know, and he giggles sometimes. I think he finds some of the responses quite funny and entertaining. Yes. So he keeps us amused.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thank you very much.